Okay, day 180 of going through my old journal. The quote for today says, "Yesterday's home runs don't win today's games." Does the quote motivate you, make you think, or seem irrelevant to your life? What do you think it means? So if you're following along, you might pause and take a minute to think about your response to that. And I will read what I wrote. Okay, yesterday's home runs don't win today's games. So I said, I don't think the quote is very relevant to me, but it likely is for many others. Okay, interesting. I said, I've had a lot of accomplishments in my life, but I don't feel like I've ever peaked. I have that in quotations for some reason, peaked. I have some nostalgia thinking back to high school or working at Disney or traveling the world when I was younger, but I feel like there are even better times ahead for me. I said there have only been a couple of short periods in my life where I felt like I've stagnated. For the majority of my life, I've kept moving forward in one way or another, and I'm still moving forward now. I don't know if this response actually like goes along with the quote, but let's just roll with it. So I said, my sister is the same way. So is my roommate. So I guess I took it as like, so just because you've had some success in your past, like it doesn't, like basically all that matters is like what you're doing now. Like, yeah, because it's true. Like just because you have a home run yesterday, if you lose the game today, like yesterday doesn't matter. But it kind of does matter. Like if you're going towards a championship, you would have to hit the home runs yesterday. But then if you lose, then like that's it. So, so I said there are a lot of people who have willingly or unwillingly settled into jobs/lives they hate. So some fortunate ones do have fond memories of past accomplishments to cling to. Others may have nothing in their lives to feel proud of or to think fondly of. So I guess I was thinking of it more in the sense of like people who have peaked in like high school or something. They were really popular in high school, or they were like the captain of the football team, and they always like in movies and stuff, they make these tropes about, you know, the high school football star who stayed in his town, and you know, he just constantly is talking about, you know, oh, back in this game, you know, whatever. I says the fact, okay, so some fortunate ones do have fond memories of past accomplishments to cling to. Others may have nothing in their lives to feel proud of or think fondly of. The fact that the latter is likely the case for most people makes me sad. I wish I knew how to fix things for those people to help make their lives better, but it seems like things are only getting worse and I don't know how to stop it. So yeah, so this was like I said, I didn't date this, so I don't know when I finished this, but it wasn't like that long ago. It was maybe like 2021, 2022. But yeah, then I was seeing like things are getting bad. But yeah, one thing, like going back to like the high school football star that everybody makes, you know, the comment about, my roommate, he's experienced this so many times because he's pretty muscular. If you've seen some of my videos with my roommate in it, he goes to the gym pretty much every day, and he admits that it's because he doesn't really know what else to do. He enjoys working out, he enjoys being fit. He admits he has like body dysmorphia, like he just is always looking at himself and wanting to make himself look better, get bigger muscles or whatever. But the number of men in like their 50s or 60s that will come up to him and say, oh, back in my day, I looked like you, I had a body like you. And it's just happened, like, I've been with him in public and it happens like all the time. And he's just kind of like, yeah, that's great that they did look like that at some point, but they don't look like that now. They've clearly just like kind of let themselves go. So what does it matter that you were in good shape and that you were muscular when you were younger if you haven't like maintained your health throughout your life? And I think maybe part of that might be the reason he does keep going, because he's seen this happen and he's like, I don't want to be that guy that's like in my 50s and coming up to the young guy and being like, oh yeah, I used to look like you. So I don't know. I don't think that was a very good response to that question. I don't think that was maybe what the question was looking for. But it did say, what do you think it means? So I guess that's what I said. You just have to kind of keep working. But to some extent, like, it depends on the thing. If you're looking at something like baseball or something like that, like, yeah, it's only the one game at a time. But there are some cases where you do a lot of this work to set up to like have an easier life later on. So I guess that's, you know, that's kind of the premise of retirement, I guess, is like you do all this work when you're younger to get this benefit whenever you're older, to not have to work so hard. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I said for that. I'll be back tomorrow with day 181.